All right, y'all. So I wanted to talk about what it's like to be lonely for 7 years. Well, obviously, I blame myself because no one forced drugs down my throat, but drugs literally ruined my life. And I know y'all hear it all the time that you lose everything with drugs, but it's kind of true. So, yeah, I lost my ex-husband, I lost my car, I lost everything I owned, I lost relationships, trust, and a result from doing drugs is not only loneliness while you are doing them, but then loneliness after you quit because nobody likes you and nobody trusts you. And it's hard, The first 3 years of my loneliness, I was convinced that I deserved it. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll tell y'all this. My second arrest, because I've only been arrested twice, I felt like I deserved prison, I deserved jail, and I deserved hell because of my past drug use. I was so ashamed of myself. I was so angry at myself, and I was so depressed that I actually wanted to go to jail because I didn't feel like I deserved any kind of a good life. I felt like I deserved punishment and I deserved death. And so I did my crime, made my threat, and went back to jail. The first 3 years of prison after you go from jail to prison, just so you know. And when I got to prison, I just convinced myself that I was the embodiment of evil, that I was bad, and I deserved loneliness for the rest of my life. And it was very depressing, but that's how I felt. Right before I went to prison, my ex-husband divorced me. I didn't want to get a divorce, but he did, and I felt like I had to give it to him because I was such a bad person. And for the next 3 years, I was so depressed, I barely moved. I unfortunately had a problem with the food in prison because I don't know why, I can't digest soy products, and so I couldn't eat like half the food they gave us. And then I was so depressed, I didn't move a lot, I kept to myself, and I stayed lonely. Like I felt like that's what I deserved. I was like, you did drugs, you did the ultimate sin, and you don't deserve any better. And so I gained a bunch of weight, which was kind of weird because you would think I'd gain weight from eating food, but I actually gained weight from depression and not moving a lot. And then, ironically, I think sometimes people gain weight when they stop eating because their body goes into like this this stage where you get a belly. And I was just really upset, depressed, but I felt like I belonged there. And it was hard. Even today, when I'm sober and I'm out and I feel like maybe I might deserve a second chance, I still wake up every day knowing that I did drugs, and the fact that I did drugs, my life will be forever tainted. And I'll never have good opportunities or a bright future because I did them. It's easier for me to quit them and not do them again because I have all that experience of hell. I have that experience of losing everything, having nothing, and being truly alone. So for me, I'm kind of blessed. I have all this rock bottomness to fall back to, and it keeps me sober because I guess it's just because I got so sick of myself for it. And, I don't really feel like I deserve any kind of true happiness because I did choose the devil. I chose the demons, and I chose the lifestyle of masking your feelings through a substance, and that's not how you're supposed to deal with things. You're supposed to deal with your problems, talk about your problems, and make change. You're not supposed to take drugs and mask your feelings of pain. And so that's how I've been living. The last 2 years of prison, I did go to church more. I did communicate more. I actually made some friends. But I was worried about getting out and feeling the feeling of not ever being satisfied because I can't do them anymore. But luckily, because I had such a traumatic experience using, I have yet to have the motivation or the want to do them again. I guess, in a way, prison saved my life because it taught me how bad things can really get if you let it. And now that I'm out, I feel much better. But, it's definitely hard. And I definitely put myself there for an extra 4 years. And I did what I did because I felt like that's what I deserved. So I lost 4 more years of my freedom because I felt like I deserved punishment, and I punished myself. And that's the truth. I punished myself by making threats and getting arrested for false report, and got another 4 years for that. And but I did it to myself, and that's just what you get. So I would definitely recommend anybody who watches my channel that might be doing drugs, it's kind of a good idea to quit before you do lose everything and you do get in trouble, because once you get in trouble, your life is pretty much over. You can't get a good job. It's hard to find relationships, and you lose all of the love that you once had because people give up loving you because you don't love yourself. So, I would suggest anybody that's still using drugs, it's just a matter of time. If you don't quit, it'll eat you up. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about loneliness a little bit, and I got it out of my system. It's hard thinking about my past memories of prison because it's so depressing, but I just wanted to talk about it today. So anyway, y'all, this is Nikki Blue on TikTok, and Blue Star 3 on YouTube. And I'm really happy that I finally got up to 600 subscribers. Thank you for following my journey, and I love you all. Mwah.